Sup? It's Greggatron. Gonna hit some lower back and some shoulders. Lower back, I'm gonna do some good mornings. If you don't know what good mornings are, you'll find out. When I do good mornings, I keep my head up. One, so the barbell doesn't try to chop my neck off. and 2, to keep the blood from rolling down to the top of my forehead. It's good to have a strong lower back, because your lower back affects the rest of your back. You gotta keep that stuff tight. Alright. I'm gonna do some shoulder press, warm up with the barbell. When I go up, I shoot to the moon, shoot to the stars. I'm just gonna slap some 25s on there each, just so I can get some reps. That, and I did some incline bench press yesterday, pretty heavy, so I'm not going to go super heavy with shoulders, because I halfway did shoulders yesterday. Will I superset this? I'll see. I'll see how the spirit feels. That last rep, I always hold it as long as possible, and I squeeze it to get a static hold off of it. So even though you're not doing extra reps, you're still adding tension to what you're trying to do. Because the last rep should be more difficult. The last rep should be the most difficult. So why not hold it? Take these off. I want to do some upright rows real quick with a plate. I squeeze it to make it more difficult and hold it. mentally I tune into my traps. I can feel it physically and mentally. Right there. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do some upright rows. Well, I just did that. Front delt raises. Next. We got a couple people watching live. I'm gonna do this with 35 instead of the 45. And I'm gonna squeeze it at the top. Somebody's in the chat. What up? J Hollow and D Rhino. What's good? Yep, we're making gains. And I'm patient with each rep. Each rep needs its own attention. I can feel this in my traps too. When you're in the gym, turn yourself into an animal. A monster. A savage beast. Turn yourself into a straight savage. Straight savage. All front delt. All front delt. Next up will be my favorite. Side delts. I think it's warm enough in here. I think we can turn the heat off. Yeah! I'm going to do side delts with 25-pound dumbbells. I think I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. Here we go. And my shoulders are already annihilated from those last 3 exercises, so that's why I'm not going super heavy. Oh, what up, Don? Making my neck hurt. That's funny. What up, Jay Hollow? We're making all kinds of gains, Don. All kinds of gains. You wanted my videos to be more educational, so here it is. Okay. What I'll do, I'll start with the 25s, zap that out, and then shoot down to 20s, zap that out, and then I'll try to bump back up to 25s. And again, do your reps slowly. That's right, feel the burn. That's right, Jay Hollow, you're my fitness goal, that's cool. You can do it, man. I'm in my 30s. I know you're close to my age. You can do it, man. Just stop thinking about it and do it. I hate to say there's nothing to it because there's a science behind it and genetics and all kind of stuff, but just do it. Stop thinking about it. Get your foot in the door. By the door, I mean the gym door. Get your foot in there and just push. Put that work in. You'll see. And don't worry about other people looking at you, because they don't know what they're doing either. You feel me? All right, Don. Put these to the side. Feel the burn, you're right about that. And these, I don't even keep count anymore. The count is irrelevant at this point because I go to failure. There we go. Just do it. Isn't that Nike's logo or something? Just do it. Let me adjust this camera. Hey Don, I got a tripod. You proud of me? Let me see here. There we go. There we go. Got the good tripod. Here we go. I've been saying this for years. I need to get a tripod. Well, enough is enough. These are the 20s now. That's right. Getting more professional is right. Because we can't be out here playing games, man. You can't be promoting stuff and you got bad cameras and bad production. It makes you look unprofessional. You already can't play music because of copyrights. I don't know about all that. I'm just saying, whatever you do, do it right. Even if it's something wrong. Like robbing a bank. You know you shouldn't be robbing that bank, but if you're going to rob a bank, you be the best bank robber you can be. Know what I mean? I'm not promoting robbing banks. It's a shame you have to say that now. Whatever you're doing, be good at it. Or at least try to. And if you're not good at it, ask somebody so you can be good at it. They'll tell you. As long as you're trying to be good. They say at the end of the day, all you can do is try. I open up my arms like they're airplane wings. Airplane wings. Can't see what it said. You just gotta be a beast, that's all. I don't care if it's work-related stuff. I don't care if it's gym-related stuff, if it's financial stuff, if it's social stuff. You gotta be a beast at what you're doing. Drop box 10 pounds and hold the wings. Drop set, yep. I was thinking about that. I might drop down to 15 first. No point in going back up to 25s. I said we do the 15s first. Now on a drop set, you go immediately. Ooh. With no rest in between. Oh, gosh. I'll say the 10 for the static hold. If you can't go all the way up, shoulder level, that's okay. Because the drop set is to do more reps. So even if they're half reps, that's still more reps. 2 halves makes a whole, right? You can also do this behind the back, which is more tension. Oh, man. Oh! Mike Rashid taught me that. Damn. Come on. Golly. One thing I'll tell you, I love the feeling the next day or so, 2 days later, when your shoulders are just annihilated. When your shoulders are just trashed. When you're like, oh, I can't even pick this feather up the next day. I love that stuff. And then maybe not the day of, but a couple days later, you look in the mirror after the gains came in, and you're like, whoa. Now I can go higher the right way again. Because the wrong way is so difficult. Well, not the wrong way, but the behind the back way. I just psyched my body out. So now I got the extra push thanks to those behind the back raises. Yeah, see? I love going to failure too. Forget doing 30 different sets for one muscle group. That's just how I train now. I might do 2 sets every once in a blue moon. I'm going higher now. Because my body is ready now. Yes. That's that good Arnold work. That's that good pterodactyl reach. That good Yao Ming's wingspan. Ooh. What's that song, Reunited, and it feels so good? That's me with this exercise. It feels good. Shoulders just exploding. Shoulders out of control. Ooh. Go back up. Up. Become a caveman, a Sasquatch. A Neanderthal. A primitive creature. Can you imagine how strong a gorilla is? A gorilla's like as strong as 20 men, right? Or more. Out in the wild. Feeding for themselves. I couldn't imagine being that strong. My point is, tap into your wilderness. Tap into the dark side, the wild side. Because once upon a time, humans used to be in the wild. They had no choice but to be fit. They were hunters. They didn't have all the luxuries we have today. I'm going to do one more to the top and hold it and squeeze. And then drop to the 10s. Yes! Oh! Okay. Woo! Ooh. I'm going to do 5 or so of these and squeeze. These are the 10s now. Oh, wow. Ooh. It's like somebody put a hot skillet on the side of my shoulders. Oh. Limit Breaker Joseph. I see you. I was wondering if you'd show up. I got more inspiration now. We're doing side delt raises to failure and drop sets while doing it. That's right, hot burn. Done. Oh. When I'm in the gym, I don't care how much noise I'm making. I don't care how much space I'm taking up. Because if there's people around you and they're disturbed by what you're doing, that means they don't understand that you're making gains. If you don't want people in the gym making noise, you're in the wrong gym. I love when I'm in the gym, when I hear people like huffing and puffing. It sounds like the big bad wolf is right next to you. That's how you know that guy or that gal next door is making gains, or next to you. But if you go into the gym and it's quiet, people are whispering, you're in the wrong place. You're dead wrong. You might as well be at a book club. But when you hear weights smashing, people dropping stuff, you know you're in the right place. When you see people sweating, people got towels around their necks, you know they're making gains. But when you see people just standing around talking, they ain't making no gains. I don't want to be around those people. There's this one guy who I work with. We don't work in the same building, but we work for the same company. Shout out to him. Whenever he sees me, we get to talking, and it just throws my whole routine off because we had such a good conversation. I love this dude to death, but it's like, bro, I can't be talking to you in the gym. I'm trying to make gains. And then I look at my notebook and I'm like, man, where was I? Dang, my muscles cooled down. I told him one day, I was like, yo, I can talk for 1 minute. Because every time I see dude in the gym, he be talking to people. I'm like, you ain't making no gains in here. You just come up here to talk to people. He'd be like, oh, you know, man. And he'll tell me what he's doing. I'm working on this today. It doesn't look like it. It looks like you're talking. Done. So these are the 10s. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back up to the 15s, then the 20s, and so on. Because what it's going to do is it's going to shock my body, right? Surprise the body. Tar Baby Yoda, I saw you. What's up? Okay. Now we're back on the 15s. So we're just gonna annihilate some stuff. Annihilate. And if your body gets confused, let the body get confused. You run the body doesn't run you. It'll appreciate it later. And you sleep like a baby that night. If you're just tuning in, I had some lower back first with the good mornings. And then we did some shoulder press with 95 on the barbell. Hell, you can rewind the video, you'll see what I did. But right now I'm doing an ultra sev, side delt raises. I started with the 25s, went down to the 20s, then the 15s, then the 10s. Now I'm going back up. And I got the idea of going back up from Simeon Panda and I think CT Fletcher. Because they call them drop sets, right? Meaning you're supposed to increase the weight or increase the reps every time you decrease the weight. Well, then Simeon was like, why don't we go back up? And then whoever he was working out with was like, what? You don't go back up? But that was his way of surprising the body. You know about that limit breaker? Yeah. Oh. And then you get some people in the gym, you see the same people, and all they do is talk to people. You don't go to the gym to hang out. If you hang out a little bit, all right. But the same mugs be just talking. Yeah, Limit Breaker Joseph said he knows. Posture is important, yes. Limit Breaker, do you know about the behind the back? Yep, behind the back, yep. But what I realized just now is after you do the behind the back, it makes the other version that much easier. So you're helping yourself. You just figured out a way to make gains. So what I'll do is I'll do the behind the back, then I'll bump back up to 20s. I'm only talking to you now because y'all are here, right? Yes, sir. Try it. Limit Breaker Joseph. Think about Goku and Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber. Well, you know they were doing crazy stuff in that room. You know they pushed their body to the brink of destruction. You know how much food they were eating? I'm going to do one more of these and hold it and squeeze. And then I'm going to drop back up to the 20s. Oh! Pterodactyl wings. Ah. Whether it's pterodactyl wings or airplane wings, that's what I want. Ah. God said it, I want it. Go up high. They don't know about that Dragon Ball Z, do they? Y'all don't understand. That stuff used to inspire me as a child. Like, you mean to tell me if I train, people won't try to fight me and pick on me and steal from me and all this stuff? You mean to tell me that making gains will be a deterrent so people knock it off? Ooh. You mean to tell me if I make gains, the BS will come to a halt? The physical BS. Because think about it. If I'm a thug or I'm a thief or a robber or a mugger, I'm not mugging somebody who has gains. I'm just not going to do it. Why would you try to steal from somebody who makes gains? That person will chase you down and strangle you. And if he doesn't have self-control, he'll do worse. You can't say the K-I-L word anymore on YouTube, I guess. If you make gains, might as well think twice. Think about it. There's a car full of scumbags, right? And they're driving around up to no good. And one of them was like, yo, let's get him. And then the other three are like, nah, man, that dude's swole. I ain't trying to mess with him. And then the stupid one is like, yeah, you're right. We'll get somebody more vulnerable. We ain't gonna go after that swole mother lover. And then, if you're really on point, if they try to attack somebody who's, defenseless, helpless, if you're close by, your presence is all that's needed for them to be like, we might want to go somewhere else. We should probably leave these people alone. That's that superhero presence I've been talking about. Because these people are scumbags out here. They're already stupid because they're committing crime. So they might try to do something crazy when you're around because they're already doing something because they're stupid. But hopefully when they see you, they'll be less stupid and be like, maybe I should be smart this one time and leave this dude alone because he could snap me in two. I'm gonna go back up to the 25s. Oh, man. Yeah. Perfect. Now I'm ready. Yeah. It's like we never left. We knew it wasn't a delusion. 8, 9, 10. Back down to the 20s. 1. 15s. 'Honestly, I probably could have gone longer than that, but there's no need for all that. I made gains, didn't I? Yup. Limit Breaker Joseph knows about the progressive overload. And even though I went down at the end with the weight, I still did more reps. Now, I could have gone back up again, but I already went back up once and then back down. Yes! I'm gonna put these back real quick. Actually, the 15s, I'm gonna leave them out, because you know what comes next. Rear delt flies. Rear delts are cool too. You can't neglect the rear delts, because you got to get the full circle. If you're just tuning in, I was saying earlier, you got to turn yourself into a savage beast. You got to turn yourself into a disgusting animal in the gym. Just a straight savage monster. You want to look so scary when you're walking down the street that people are like, you know how there's families walking with their kids? The kids should be pointing like, Mom, look. Mom, look at how swole that man is. And then the mom is like, stop pointing at people. Stop pointing at that swole man. That's what you want. You want to be so good looking to where when there's a couple, the wife or the girlfriend or the fiance, she's like, but she's acting like she doesn't really see you, but she's like, and she can't help but turn her head. Then the husband's like, what are you looking at? That's what you want. You want heads to turn. And then she dang near breaks her neck. And then the husband is like, if you don't stop looking at him. And then I'd be like, it's okay, sir. It's okay. I'm not trying to steal your woman. I promise. I'm just walking down the street with gains. That's all. But you know how some men are insecure. You can't take them anywhere. You go to the club and you're talking to this woman who you actually kind of know her. And the man shows up like, why are you talking to my girl, man? Last I checked, I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. And he sees, this buff dude. He's like, what's going on here? What's this all about? I'm just having a conversation. That's all. If you're that insecure, buddy, you shouldn't be taking your girl to the club. Because we all know if he goes to the club by himself, he's going to be talking to some woman, whether it's his girl or not. So don't be a hypocrite in these streets. Do not be a hypocrite in these streets. That really happened. I was talking to this girl, and then the dude shows up, and she gets like real quiet. And I'm like, really? Really? There's 100 people in the club, and you can't talk to one of them. Or at least you can't talk to half of them because they're guys. Get out of here. Give me a break. Like it's my fault I made gains. That wasn't even it. The gains had nothing to do with it. It was just the fact that he was insecure and he didn't want her talking to me. Like, bro, I've known your girl for years, bro. I know your girl. So stop it. Cut it out. Okay, let me get some rear delts going real quick. Let's see here. Turn this camera down a little bit. I told y'all earlier, I got myself a tripod. So I can do different stuff now. Put these 25s back, I won't need that. I don't need that in my life right now. So I talked about the airplane wings earlier, the pterodactyl wings, when I was doing the upright, or not the upright, but the side delt raises. I still consider that pterodactyl wings when I'm doing the rear delts. And try to keep your body at a 90-degree angle, right? And make sure your lower back is in good condition, because you need to be somewhat agile. You know what I mean? The dumbbell should be dang near on the floor, and then all you do is separate it, but keep your body at that L shape. You'll see. And when you do go up, turn your pinkies up and keep your thumbs down. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. And I also take my glasses off when I do these so my glasses don't fall off my face. The only thing is, you can't see the camera. I got a good stretch in my back while I do this. Ah. It's a good stretch. Especially when you're sweating, your glasses might fall off your face. And I try to keep my head up a little bit, just so that blood doesn't run down to your forehead. You don't want to get all lightheaded in the gym. In my opinion, these are the most difficult. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. What I do, I pull my arms back like I'm slapping somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's behind you trying to rob you and you're like, if you don't get off of me, if you don't get the hell up off of me, actually I can feel it. Right there. Oh! I'm gonna grab some water real quick. So I started about an hour ago and we were talking in between, but that's really all it takes is one good hour. I hit my main, I guess I'll say main delts. The main exercise, the shoulders, the standing press. I did the traps, that's the upright rows with 35, I think it was. Or no, that was a plate. I took the 35s with the front delt raises. And then I did my favorite, which we all had fun with that. That was the side delt raises. That was like an ultimate set. And then I did the rear delts. I was about to say the word last, but I kind of want to do something else real quick. Let's see here. I want to hit this cable machine while we're here. So, let's see here. Let's get this right. The cable machine is extra slick, super smooth. Yeah. This thing is my baby. If you don't feel like doing free weights, this thing works wonders. You know, what I do, I'm gonna do some upright rows again. I'm gonna take both of these and put them on the same hook. Put the weight to number 10. That's 100 pounds. And just get some good static holds in. From there, I'm going to superset that with some more rear delt flies, but with the cable machine. with probably 20 pounds on each side. So let's see here. This is the fun stuff. So much smoother. Ooh. There we go. I already did this exercise earlier with the plate. So right now I'm just focusing on holding it and squeezing it. You want to bring that rope up so high, it's like you're dang near about to decapitate yourself. Two more. Hold it and squeeze. One more. Hold it and squeeze. Go straight to the flies. One more. All right. Good. Good, good, good. See? That didn't take long. Yeah. All right. Normally, I write down everything I did so I know for the sake of the future as to where I was at a particular point. Because it's good to know your own growth. That way you know what you're still potentially capable of. Or even if you can't do that anymore, let's say you're a shell of your former self, you still have a clue as to what you used to do. Because if you don't write it down, you'll still forget, maybe. Whereas if it's in the good book, you can go back, and if you can't do what you used to do, you can still do a shell of what you used to do. So that's the whole purpose of fitness, is not to give up and to stay healthy. By staying healthy, it doesn't mean keep doing the exact same thing you did when you were at your peak. It's just to perform at such a level to where your body can still comprehend it and understand it and stay with it, stay on it when you get older. Because you won't be able to do everything you used to do. But as long as you can still give that 75% of what you used to do, or even 65%. I was talking to an old man at the YMCA. This was like over a year ago. And I was pulling the pull machine, the row machine. He was telling me, he said, "Buddy, you can do all that with one arm?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that's really good. I can't do that at my age." He said, and I think I told the story before. He said, "At your age, build your frame up. That way, by the time you get to my age, all you have to do is maintain that frame." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right about that." I'm like, "That's so cool." And that just stuck with me a year or so later. Build your frame up now and maintain that frame when you're younger. It's like I was talking to a guy I used to work with when I was like in my teen years or early 20s. And he told me, work hard now while you're young, get overtime while you're young. That way, by the time you're my age, you don't have to work as hard. I'm like, huh, I get what he's saying. He's saying when you're close to retirement, you can kind of get to coasting. You don't have to kill yourself anymore. Because you already put that work in. Same thing with fitness. Put the work in now. That way, like, there's people at the gym who I know who are 60 or plus, and they just look great. There's couples and there's people by themselves. I'm like, how are you 60? How are you 60? They've been getting it in since they were my age and younger than me. It's terrific. All right, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. That was fun. Yeah, LOL. I remember when this old dude, yep. Yeah. to become a professional at falling when you get up. Yeah, another thing, Don says, not one for us old broken guys. Um, you know that movie, The Dark Knight, or My Batman Begins? Alfred says to Bruce, "Why do we fall, sir? So we can learn how to pick ourselves back up." I'm like, that's so smart. Meaning it's okay to make mistakes. As long as you learn from them, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Yeah. This was fun though. I'll talk to y'all later. Shout out to D Rhino for being here, Jay Hollow, Don, Limit Breaker Joseph, Terry, Tar Baby Yoda. Looks like the good people showed up. The good people came through. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Peace.